Have you ever wanted to step in the shoes of James Bond or a Kingsman? Well, with these 10 cool real-life spy gadgets, you'll be able to feel like it. Number 10. Thermal Seeking Camera. Thermal imaging can pick out heat sources like humans, animals, and even overheated computer servers, even through walls and in the dark. Humans obviously can't see this with our normal eyes, but with a company called Seek and their thermal camera line, you can. With a cost of $495, their standalone Reveal XR has a 300 lumen LED spotlight, 20-degree field of view, and 206 by 156 resolution display. It can detect heat up to 900 feet away and can store images on a micro SD. The Seek Compact, with a cost of $249, can be plugged into any smartphone. It will show easy-to-understand thermal readings. As well, they have released an app form for even easier access to the general public, and even a spy needs a cell phone on him out in the field. And speaking of cell phones, number 9, Cell Jammer. Next, we have a cell phone jammer. Whether out in the fields or in the middle of a covert mission, an almost essential skill for a spy is to have the ability to disrupt communications for those against him. Thankfully, most of that communication is done over a cell phone with these modern times, which are easy to jam up, especially if you have a patented cell phone jammer. It is illegal to own one in both the United States and the European Union, but if you can get your hands on one, the lowest price being $499, then you need to push one button and you'll be able to stop all communication within your vicinity covertly. And more recently, they have even upgraded it to work with computers and laptops. Number 8, Electric Shock Briefcase. As a spy, you'll always be on the go from mission to mission, and you're going to need a safe bag for important documents. And what better and safer than a briefcase? Especially one that, if tried to be stolen, could deliver a 100 kV electric shock from every one of its surfaces. This next spy gadget is a briefcase for those who want to remain extra safe with their valuables. As well as delivering a shock that would incapacitate any normal human being, the case also produces a loud, piercing alarm whenever messed with. And both of these alarms can either be set for when the case is on its own or with you through the press of a button on the handle. And even if all that deters a thief, one could request customization from the manufacturer for the case to release tear gas and/or dye explosions when opened. Number 7. Face scanning glasses. In 2014, during the World Cup in Brazil, was the first sightings of real-life glasses embedded with face-scanning software. They were being worn by the Brazilian police and could capture 400 facial images a second from 50 meters away. They were being used to help identify people involved in fights or illegal activities during such big events. Still, the possibilities that this could provide a spy are endless. From catching criminals while in the field, to keeping information on everyone you walk by in a covert operation, to identifying those around him who may be in disguise. Truly, any person who would possess these could feel like a spy living on the edge of their next big mission. Number 6, DNA capturing pens. This next gadget is a set of pens, to be exact. To the everyday person, they look like normal writing pens that anyone could have in their back pocket for writing checks or signing bills, but they are so much more than those in the know. You see, these two pens are specifically made for those spies who may find themselves in true danger. One of the pens is a small but deadly concealed weapon that could defend said operative against attackers, while the other has a similarly small and concealed needle inside that can capture DNA by taking a sample of the blood from the said attacker. Both pens also have enough strength and power that could be used to break glass. And speaking of pens that can be used for spy work, number 5, Pen Document Scanner. We have a pen that doubles as a scanner for documents. It's called the DocuPen RC800, and it seems like an essential for any good spy. After all, even spies within our modern age of computers and technology need to keep a hold of paper documents. All that is needed for this device that doubles as a writing utensil is to lay it facing sideways on any document and push a button near the clicker, also known as the pen's thrust. This can be sent back to any server, drive, or device linked to the device itself. These scans can also be sent across countries or even the world, so that whether for the Secret Service or the FBI, any spy can send back their findings right away. Number 4. The Unshredder. This next piece of spy tech seems to follow the same purpose as number 5. This gadget is less of a physical thing and more of a piece of software. It's a program called the Unshredder, and investigators use it worldwide to help save destroyed documents and papers. By simply scanning the shreds of said document and uploading it into the program, one can reconstruct the entire thing into a once again readable form. The resulting form can also be dispatched electronically by wire or disk. Some documents take much more time than others, and those who use this program do have to be well trained on it, but it does provide an almost life-saving ability to those who deal with susceptible information. And, like we said before, any spy worth his salt still deals with paper info from time to time. Number 3. Maple Seed Camera. We come back to cameras with our next minuscule-sized gadget. These cameras were said to be used by US military to keep eyes on the field through the natural environment. These cameras were developed with thermal, infrared, and chemical detectors inside them to detect chemical or biological weapons in war zones. On the positive side, these cameras are also found on survivors in disaster areas. This next gadget is something that may aid in talking with those survivors. Number 2. Automatic speech translators. This next device is less secretive than the rest of this list, but just as important, especially for those spies from and traveling to different parts of the world. This gadget is an automatic speech translator. There are many different types of apps and programs available to the public that boast the same result. Still, there is a specific application of speech translator that, when being activated during a phone call, the application will translate the speech to text right on the screen. And right away, the spy can keep in contact with any other field operatives or civilians, as well as he can fully understand those calls that he can discreetly interfere with. Number 1. Wallet Lockpick. And we finally get to the last gadget, which could prove to be the most valuable of them all. To a spy, mobility is exceedingly important, and being mobile means getting into any space, even a locked one. So this gadget is a lockpick kit that can fit in your wallet. Seems to be useful. It is called the Access Card, and it was developed by Shomertech, a specialty police and military equipment company. The Access Card is a stainless steel sheet with a quartet of lockpicks punched out of its metal sheeting and discarded easily for no evidence left behind. It comes with a feeler pick, ball pick, diamond pick, and a hybrid, as well as a tension wrench. The tension wrench can also be used if a spy is in a tight spot and needs a handcuff pick and a shim. So what do you think? Which gadget was the most interesting to you? And did we miss any real-life spy tech that you've heard of? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe and ring that bell for more content like this. We'll see you next time.